This week on Changing Lives, we catch up with Liz. Liz works in local government with responsibility for improving local democracy and economic development.
Since independence, we've enjoyed full employment locally. Our democratic structures have improved, as they're now based on our progressive Nordic neighbours, and we've got smaller local councils, so we're more accountable. In fact, everything's more accountable and so effective. We've learned that through local decision making and inclusion, more money stays locally too, so we can invest in real jobs and housing and local improvements. Our taxes and energy resources can now help reduce people's bills and create jobs and homes in rural and redeveloped areas. Our natural resources and people are no longer being exploited by others.
As a local government worker, Liz has seen how our newly refreshed and revitalised democratic structures have cascaded from our Scottish Government right down to the local community, bringing with it the positive impact of independence, which has been felt everywhere from the borders to the Western and Northern Isles. And this rebooting of democracy has also transformed Scotland's international relations.
We joined other small, like-minded Northern European nations that lead the world in well-being and true prosperity. And we enjoy free trade and movement again. So it's meant we've been able to attract super talent from abroad, as Scotland needed more skilled people to meet the needs of its newly burgeoning economy. Our international trade is booming. For example, we've got now over 7 ferry links to the Baltic states alone, and many more throughout Europe. And we use ships run sustainably on Scottish-produced hydrogen that were built in Scottish shipyards again. Scotland's reconnecting.
Scotland is at the top tables throughout the world, no longer projecting power, but promoting peace. And this country is now seen as the most modern example of a truly inclusive, just and prosperous democracy. The United Nations sees Scotland as a laboratory for good, as it leads the world in clean tech, sustainable energy creation and truly democratic systems and institutions. So much so that people from around the world come to see how it's done.
We reached out to the world and within, to every inch of our land and communities, with positive change seen everywhere for everyone. And that's thanks to radically improving the connections we have between our politics, our policies, people and place.
And for Liz, while the process of Scotland's democratic renewal has already achieved so much, this is just the beginning.
We opened our curtains to the world, we threw them wide open, and we saw everything more clearly. We got out there as a free, fair, democratic and prosperous nation, and we've only just started.
Sean Harris, Scottish Vision.